and guide. We're going to be also using an oracle deck, which is the Blooming Cat Oracle. I had to restart my live, and it was for Phoebe, and the message was, I've already reshuffled, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I have. The message was about somebody wanting to take it easy and playing it safe. So just be mindful about that. I don't know whether this live's going to work or not. I'm not too sure, but it's on 5G. We'll see. And it's also about caring for your inner child. So it's you know, about nurturing, but being very mindful of that. So just be careful of that. Okay, so that's where you can go back and watch the replay. That's what I've got for you. Okay, Holly, let's do it. Phoebe, I just quickly said it. It's just about someone wanting to play it safe. So just be mindful about that. It's about not taking any risks. Somebody around you may be wanting to play it safe and looking after themselves, you know, nurturing themselves. So just be mindful about any changes like that. All right, Holly, let's do you. Monique was thinking of you. Okay, Holly. Welcome. I love the size of these cards. They're really easy to shuffle. When I did a big clean out, I really got rid of a lot of big cards. I still want to go through my Doreen Virtue ones when I have time. Well, we're trying to be brief and quick. All right, Holly. We don't want cards flinging out. And I like this deck too because it's a mass market one. And you know what? You don't feel guilty when you shuffle it. Okay, let's see what we've got. Six of Wands is about celebration. Oh, we've got another Wands one. Last time we had the Ace of Wands. Now we've got the Six of Wands. So this is all about victory. In this deck here, I think from memory, it was about like social media, I think, from memory. Let me just see. What did she say in the... It says here, badass success. That's what it says. Leadership, becoming an influencer. That's what I remember. I haven't done this deck. So it's really about victory. It's about self-confidence, success. You've worked hard for something, like a triumph, praise. So what have I got for you, Holly? What have I got for you? Welcome. There's like a legal eagle. Like it is a feeling about success in this. Also, I feel like this card comes with a warning. There's a feeling here of don't blow your top. So if there is something in your way or something bothering you or an incident that comes up in the near future, be mindful to take a breath because it will work in your favor. But there is a warning that comes with this card about don't blow your top, which means don't get angry, don't burn your bridges. So you will come out on top, but you just have to play it right. So just keep that in mind, okay? So it's like a prophecy, this one. So just be careful. It's a bit like, I don't know, say you miss out on a parking spot and you go to explode the person. There is a thing here about just be mindful not to lose your cool because it will work out in the end, okay? So just be very, very mindful about that. But let's do the oracle card, see what comes with it. So if you like a card, guys, just put your name in the chat. Holly. Yeah, reach for the stars. See, there is success there, but just play it smart, okay? Just be mindful of not losing your cool with anybody, okay? Okay, yeah. So definitely, yeah, don't do that. So just, you know how I've been speaking about reading the Psalms? I'm up to, what am I up to? Psalm 115. I'm getting there. It's only taken me all year. A lot of that is about letting God look after it. You know what I mean? Having faith in that way. So that's definitely what that's all about. So just be mindful about that. Be mindful how you go about that. All right, let's do it. Crystal, 1983. Let's do you. If you like a card, message, let me know. I'll start shuffling. Crystal, 1983. 1983, I think, was when I started year 7. I think I was 12 or 13. Okay, 1983. And I'm sorry to say, but I've lived in the best generational time. Okay, Crystal, 1983. That was when universities were for smart people, not for business. You know what? When I was in high school in year 7, people that went on to year 11 and 12 were actually very intelligent. Now it's just everybody. And I did go on to year 11 and 12 because I was very immature. But it's interesting how that 5 years really changed, I look at that, like it just exploded the salesmanship of universities. Okay. Crystal, 2 of Pentacles. So we've got balance here. This is all about decisions and priorities, but also prioritizing. But what have I got for you? What have I got for you? Okay, I don't know whether you're wanting to lose weight. Are you talking about, is somebody around you wanting to lose weight and they're fixated on how much they've lost? Because there's a feeling here of, for instance, just say in your discussion, I've lost 2 kilos, but there's a feeling here of wanting to lose more. But this card is all about balance. So I don't know whether it's you or somebody around you who's been looking at losing weight, but perhaps you've lost as much as you should. And we look at this girl and she looks quite thin. If anything, she looks like she doesn't even have a butt. I look at that when I look at the bottom of the card, and even though she's facing forward, I see that as the reverse. I see that as her bum. So it's to me, it's a feeling here of lost enough. So we've got this balance here. So just be mindful about that, just be mindful. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that you can take that message. But let's do the Oracle. Good morning. Oracle. Crystal. Does that make sense with you, sweetie? And then we've got, I don't know whether you wouldn't have seen this card before, it's about nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, talking to yourself nicely. But another one, I wanted to pull another one on top of that one. It's all about play, have some fun, okay? Don't take life so seriously. So, I don't know, it's definitely, if it's not for you, it's going to be somebody around you. So maybe you might just, want to guide them. So if something comes up about, losing weight, foods, or to me it just feels like health related, and maybe they're pushing the boundaries a bit. So just keep that in mind. I know you said it doesn't relate to you, but just be mindful if that comes up to somebody else. Just be, and we've got that nurturing card, so it means looking after, looking after somebody. So yeah, just to the point where, okay, to the point where they could have even just become single, because I just took off my wedding band, or whether they're losing so much weight that the rings are falling off their fingers. So yeah, I just want to take my ring off. So just be mindful about that, honey, okay? Just mindful if that comes up to conversation with somebody around you. Okay, let's see. Thea, let's do you. See if this makes sense with you. Yeah, just be mindful about that, the balance. Let's do it, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, Thea. And if that doesn't relate to you, that could relate to somebody else in the chat. So if somebody is listening to this and they're pushing themselves to lose weight, perhaps you've lost enough. You know, sometimes readings do happen like that as well. I know with the last live, Spirit pushed in. So... And it's interesting because when I went to sit in a circle last week, a lady gave this other lady a reading and she says, oh, I see a kid in a park around you. And the lady's going, no. She goes, oh, I see a new baby. And then the lady went, oh my God, that's my neighbour. And I've been thinking about I could take her kids to the park for her. So sometimes it's funny how readings, they're right in front of our face, but we can't see them. So, all right. This is for Thea. Okay, this is about stubborn. When the king is upside down, it is also about materialism and it's also about authority. So, what have I got here for you? Hope this makes sense for you, Thea. Okay, I don't know whether someone's paying a bill earlier than expected and maybe they're paying it lower. Oh my God, I just had the biggest deja vu just now. So I don't know whether somebody, just keep this in mind if this happens, if someone's repaying you money or if there's something about, there's a feeling here of something will be paid earlier, but the person paying it will not want to pay the full amount because they feel, well, I'm giving it back to you early. Just be mindful about that because as I said to you, this card upside down is about stubborn and greed. So, and corruption as well. So, and someone who's ruthless. So it could be somebody who's trying to take advantage of somebody, feeling that, well, I'm a bit arrogant, you could say. You know, well, I'm paying this back early, so I shouldn't have to pay the full amount. You know, so just be mindful if this is not you or somebody around you. They're a bit cocky. Yeah, I can imagine who that might be. 100%. Yeah, a bit cocky, a bit like in control. And it's interesting because I feel like I'm never listened to. You know, to the point where my daughter put a lunch in a bag and I said, you know, you really should put that in a plastic bag, and off she went to work. And then she texts me, she goes, oh, that'd be right, my lunch spilled. And I said, well, I did tell you. And even to the point where this afternoon we're walking down and I said to my husband, oh, look, there's 3 boys in the water, there's something happening there, but it's like I'm constantly fobbed off. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have a voice. Things say things, but it's not really listened and absorbed. And I just was thinking about that before. I'm thinking, God, no one ever freaking listens to me. Like, it can get quite frustrating, and especially being so intuitive. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. So just be mindful of this person because I feel like, yeah, they're just a bit cocky, okay? You feel like that all the time too. Maybe I just had to say that. Yeah, I feel like, and even as a kid, I used to say when I blew out the candles at the birthday, go, oh, I wish I was invisible. So I feel like I've manifested that. So just be mindful of somebody wanting to feel like, and it could not be money, it could be just something like that. Feel like they're taking advantage. They can do it, but they're choosing not to. It's like a power play. Okay, so just be mindful about that. Okay, who else would like a card? Please let me know. Lindsay. Okay, Lindsay. Well, it's more like a superpower, you know, like, oh, you know, I wish I was invisible so you can go and see things and, you know. Okay, Lindsay. So, you know, like, it's interesting. And I used to do that for years, you know. And then as you get older, I'm like, oh my God, I manifested this. It is a nice deck. I hope they use it. Like, okay, first up, confident, hold your head high. Okay, and then we've got the Ace of Cups. Interesting, because it just does remind me of the Ace of Wands with the explosion here. But it's funny. This is about inner voice, but it's about new feelings, spirituality, love, intimacy, new emotions. So what have I got here for you? Okay, I don't know whether you've been reflecting on wishing that you had more time with somebody, or reminiscing about somebody, sort of feeling like, oh, I wish we would have had more time together. So I don't know whether you've been talking about somebody who's passed over, but there's a feeling here of, yeah, like sort of feeling like they could have done more, they deserved more. Have you been speaking about somebody in that way, reflecting upon somebody? Because there's a feeling here of they deserve so much more, you know? And it's interesting because this is about love. God, the hands are big in this card. They're just really coming at me like they're big. I actually experienced a medium the other day and connected with my mum. Did she die younger than she should have? Because there's a feeling here of they could have experienced so much more, you know. I just feel like that conversation that you had would have been really reminiscing. You know, gone too soon type of thing. And yeah, 59, but yeah, wow, that is young. So there's a definite feeling here of knowing that she heard that conversation, and I've got the goosebumps. So that's a hug from spirit. There's a feeling here of sunrise as well, you know, but there's a definite feeling here of, wow, they could have done so much more. They could have, it's like they had so much in them to give and to experience, but they didn't, you know. So does that make sense with you? And even to the point of, honey, that you thought they were going to be here longer, you know. What was the other card? Hold your head up high. So there's even a feeling here for yourself. And I mean, okay, they're also eating. So I don't know whether mum had issues with eating or not eating, or her appetite was suppressed and she got really skinny and lost weight. It's interesting, we had that card before and someone couldn't accept it, so maybe it might fit with you, the balance one. But there's a feeling here of eating now, you know, so just, I don't know whether they just ate toast and bland food, but there's a definite feeling here of eating now. Okay, so but she would have been definitely with you when she heard that conversation with the medium. So I don't know, some mediums aren't real, but she definitely was there connecting with you. Yeah, weight always fluctuated. She was skin and bones when she passed. Yeah, so she's definitely eating now. Definitely. And I don't know whether that reading of that, I can't remember whose card, was it Phoebe's? And she didn't accept, it wasn't Phoebe's, it was whoever I read second. It was about the balance card. It was about, oh gosh, I don't know whether mum, it may fit with you, that card. You might have to rewind back and look at it. But it was about losing weight, and they were obsessed about losing weight. So I don't know whether that fitted with you with that. But the card that I had for her was about balance and somebody talking about losing weight, but they'd already lost 2 kilos, but they were always pushing the boundary to lose more. So I just feel like that might relate because of the food thing, eating, but she's definitely got the appetite back. She definitely was with you listening. She's definitely with that love feeling, you know. So just, that's for you, sweetheart. She definitely was with you with that reading. Oh, I think it relates to you then. Are you still wanting to lose weight? Because when I did read that card, I said, oh, maybe someone else in the chat can accept this, because I feel like, I don't know whether you're pushing it now to lose more, but I feel like it's enough. You know, make sure you have that healthy balance. I can't remember the, I think the card actually that was with that was about the nurture card, looking after yourself, caring for yourself. So just be mindful of that. Okay, Monique, let's do you today. Let's see what we've got for you. Okay, that's for you, sweetie. Yeah, my pleasure, darling. Okay, Monique. I hate reading the same card. The same card came out, different card, celebration, but let's go different deck, because I hate reading 2 cards the same, because this is such a, going live, you do such quick readings, and it's alright if you're doing a reading privately and it's a different same card, but sometimes it's just nice. I like getting fresh, you know. Okay, let me reshuffle again for Monique. Are we still here? Let me know if we're still here. Hey, Annie, welcome. I'll just turn that off, I think. Is it a printer? Yeah. Another nice deck that's good to shuffle. My mum will be gone 20 years next week. It's really unfair because I'm seeing people on social media that I went to school with and their mums are still around. Their mums are turning 80. And I'm like, that girl, it's so unfair. Okay. Okay, here we go. But then I wonder about her, and would she have driven me crazy now? Would she be really sick now? Like, I just, you know, like, would she have Alzheimer's? You know, there's always good and bad, isn't there? There's, you know, it's just sad. Like, okay, the Justice card. Okay, this is all about harmony and balance as well. And sometimes it's what we learn from a situation. It's about observing, just discerning, taking the truth out of it, you know, like cutting consequences, karma, cause and effect. But what have I got for you? Welcome, everybody. Okay, this is about somebody talking, and they're sharp. They're so sharp. You know, it's like that song, cuts like a knife. So, like, there's a feeling here of somebody joking about how they're talking, like, oh, I'm just telling stories, but their words are very hurtful, like they can be hurtful. So I don't know whether this is you unintentionally doing this to others, or whether it's you know, just be mindful. I don't know, what is this on my skin here? It's annoying me. Just be mindful. There's somebody talking very sharply, you know, and you know what? I actually, because I'm older, I can reflect on myself. And the other week we went out and there was these two people that got into the lift, and it was a disabled lift. And I was driving out of the car park and I saw them and I stopped and I said to my husband, they're stuck. And we went and then we rang up and we got security and blah, blah, blah. And I said to them, so, oh, yeah, well, and I said to them, how can you be so stupid, but pretty much to that effect, just so direct. Like, girls, you know, you're able-bodied, what do you... But I just couldn't believe someone could be so stupid walking into a disabled lift, one meant for wheelchair, like, you know what I mean? And I said to my husband a few days later, I said, you know what, I can't really, you know, like, I really can't believe I said that to them. Not in that sense, but I'm like, wow, I'm really beginning to see sometimes I'm really direct. Like, it's not necessary. You know what I mean? I'm just, it's good because I'm grounded and self-aware, but I'm like, gosh, die, you know, like freaking calm your farm. So, but there's a definite feeling here of somebody really talking like this, you know, like, I was just thinking earlier about a lady at work. Yes. So don't take it on board. You know, don't let their issue be your issue, you know. Don't let their issue be your issue. And what we got for the Oracle card? They have to learn it themselves. Yeah, and look, it doesn't matter about that lady from work because you're filled with people that love you, people that accept you, people that know you, people that support you. So you know what I mean? Just be mindful. But these words that lady's doing, they cut like a knife, you know? So, yeah, just don't take it on board, you know? Don't take it on board. And you can set an affirmation before you go to bed and you can say, listen, please allow me to be heard from a loving place. Please allow people to speak to me from a loving place. And maybe visualize that lady and say, you know what? She's going to really talk nicely. And maybe she won't. Maybe it's really going to bring it out. But at least you're going to be aware, thinking, well, it's not my shit to own. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have someone on my side that's been in. Yeah, so just know about that. Don't own it. Okay, who else would like a card? Ascending butterfly, it's to you. Ascending universal butterfly. Remember when everyone used to talk about the butterfly effect? I was watching a video the other day and it spoke about the butterfly effect. Remember that was a really big trend? It's just like every bloody spiritual guru was talking about the butterfly effect. And anybody else would like a card, put your name there. Ascending universal butterfly, let's do it. Yeah, you've got to learn. It's not mine to own, you know. It's hard to listen to learn, though, isn't it? Oh, interesting. With this deck, we're getting all of the majors. Oh, the Emperor. So this is sort of like somebody in work, situation, strong authority, confident, enforcing rules. What have I got here for you? You know, like could be somebody who's quite strong, male. What have I got here for you? Ascending universal butterfly. Okay, I don't know whether this, I don't know whether this is a course someone wants to go on or whether there's somebody stealing somebody's ideas. Okay, I don't know whether you're looking at, there's a male, I do feel like this is work related, and I think I said that at the beginning. Let me know if this makes sense to you. Do you have a strong male in your office or in your work where you feel like you'll benefit from sharing an idea with them or telling them, and I feel like that won't work in your favor? I feel like they will steal your idea. I feel like this person's very authoritative. I just feel like be mindful of what you want to get out of something, because it won't be to your advantage. They will take advantage of what you wish to share. Does this make sense? Oh my God, I know. Butterfly houses are so good. There used to be one at Currumbin Bird, and they didn't have it. Like, but we first moved up there and I saw it for a couple of years. They haven't had it for years. It's so beautiful. Where else did I see a butterfly thing? In Sydney somewhere. And you walk in, it's really warm and humid, isn't it? Does this make sense? There's a feeling here of this. It's like someone's going to steal your ideas. So just be mindful. I hope that makes sense with you. Let me just do the oracle. And it could even be on social media, you know what I mean? Just be mindful of what you're sharing with somebody. It's interesting because we've got the good companion card as well. And we've got rest. But yeah, just be mindful about what you're sharing with somebody, because they're going to own it. And I know we can be very excited and we want to flex sometimes, like our knowledge or our experience, but just be mindful. Okay, so I hope that makes sense with you, sweetie. Okay, let's do you. Not really, just be mindful. I don't know, there's definitely something about somebody wanting to steal. Been watching a lot of old movies lately. I watched Single White Female a few weeks ago. Oh my God, I'm watching so many old stuff. Okay, what does Nimit need to know? I'm just trying to ground one. Shuffle. You know, today I watched that, what's his name? Rudy Maldoff or whatever. The one that stole $65 billion years ago in New York. The financier guy. Okay, what does the need to know? Here we go. Two of Swords. Unable to see. Stuck. Decision making. Forced to make a decision often. At times. Two of Swords. What have I got? Really? I think he made off with, I think when I googled it, 65 billion, and I think they retained, and it was one. Interesting, and someone was trying to call him out and they didn't listen to him, and all they had to do was make a phone call. Okay, Two of Swords is about choice, it's about avoidance, it's about, do I decline, do I accept something, like weighing options, denial. What have I got for you? But again, when we look at somebody like that, it's like follow the leader. Somebody may look great, but you got to go within your gut, don't you? The instincts. Instead of, like because everyone else is doing it. What have I got here for you? Two of Swords, peace and harmony, conflict. What have I got here? What have I got? Bit blindsided. Yeah, just see what I've got. Okay, I don't know whether someone's around you, they just coming on a bit too strong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this means. There's a feeling here of, I thought someone would have said no by now. I don't know whether that makes sense to you. I don't know whether somebody is hanging around, you know, like a bit annoying. Let's see what I've got for the Oracle card. Because this card can mean opposition, but yeah, because there's a feeling here of maybe somebody doesn't, it's like it's their turn. You know, I don't know, they're avoiding, I don't know what that means. Okay, there's a feeling here of an annoyance, and there's a feeling here of wanting to get something off your chest. And I don't know whether we're preempting how somebody's, like, there was a feeling here of when I first pulled it, oh God, I thought they were going to say no by now. You know how we're sort of wanting to get out of a situation, or we're hoping that somebody, or we're making an idea sound really bad, but they're still going along with it, and you're like, oh my God, how do I get rid of this person? So I don't know whether somebody is annoying you in this sense, like, get lost little fly, you know, like, because there's a feeling here of they're not taking the message. That's the feeling that I've got here with this card. And then we've got this connect card, allow yourself to be loved and be loved. So that's a nice message, but I hope that that tarot card makes sense for you. Yeah, it's like somebody is annoying. Okay, Sunrise Jesus. This is very, I was expecting opinions, but they just locked. Yeah, the expectation of, yeah. But I like that. I like the Oracle card. You know, like, allow yourself to love and be loved. So, you know, with the expectation of someone, with the communication, it's a bit like different vibration, you know. Sometimes blocks happen for a reason. Okay, Sunrise Jesus, let's do you, or is it Zeus? Okay. I've got the best meditation I'm doing at the moment. And I actually used my voice to record it because a guy did it, but I just found his voice so harsh. Like, and I sent it to my daughter, and my daughter goes, Mum, why is this your voice? And I said, oh, someone else did it, but I found him so, because I do it at night, I just found his voice so harsh, you know. Okay, what have we got for you? Ooh, Five of Swords. Sometimes this can be like winning at all costs, but it's conflict and tension, self-interest, betrayal sometimes. So bullying, violence. What have we got here for you? What have I got here for you? Oh, I'm going to, Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, what have I got here for you? Okay, there's a feeling here if you can't beat them, you join them. Okay, so I don't know whether somebody's been driving you nuts, but there's a feeling here of, oh well, instead of fighting against them or something, I'll just go along with it. And it's a bit like how I did this with a situation. It took me about 7 years to get over it, but you know, sometimes you just want peace, and to accept the peace. There's a feeling here of just surrendering. That's the word I want to say. Okay, and whatever you got for your oracle card. Yeah, I went on yes, and it works out better for you. You know what I mean? Surrendering instead of winning at all costs. Okay, what have I got for you? Sunrise Jesus. Oh, this one wanted to come out. Oh, and it's nice. This is really nice. Focus on what fulfills you. Isn't that nice? It's like a realization. You know, what brings peace into your life. It was beautiful. Oh, okay. Who else would like a card? Let me know. Ishika, let's do you. Ishika. No, I probably missed it. Sorry. Ishika. Wasn't that card nice? The Oracle one? Yeah, I really I think I like my collection. Okay. Yeah. So put it to bed now. Don't worry about it. I remember, like, we were travelling, a whole family, and I remember my daughter just wouldn't sleep, and I was just so tired. And I remember looking at my sister, and she goes, well, you had her. And I'm like, oh my God, like, and my sister could never have kids. And it's like, instead of her accepting and loving and you know what I mean? Like, they miss out. So it's like, I just don't allow that to become my energy. Okay. What have I got? Sorry, I'm just, what was I doing? Ashika. Just comment again, sweetie. Ashika. Okay, what have I got for you? Ashika, just comment so I can just remember what your thing looks like. Okay, this is all about hard work, routine, efficiency, responsibility. What have I got for you? Persistence. Okay, there's a feeling here of when you're up, when you're down, you're down. And, you know, we talk about this, to me, it's about routine, efficiency. I just feel like it's your turn. I don't know whether you've been questioning where you're at, or you're looking at somebody else thinking, oh my God, why is things so good for them? I just feel like it's your turn. Like, it's a bit like when we're looking at someone and we're thinking, oh, why doesn't that happen to me? But it's your turn now. Okay, so I don't know whether you've been looking at someone and they're engaged or married and you think, oh my God, when is this going to happen to me? There's a definite feeling here of it's your turn. And that's like transformation. But Knight of Pentacles. So what else I get? Yeah, so it's just reminding you to keep persisting, okay? Because there's a definite feeling here of if you're looking at somebody and thinking, why they got that, or why, there's a definite feeling here. I just feel like, honey, you've grown. That's what I'm getting told. And it's interesting, you've got the transformation card. You are changing your life. Honey, you've grown. Have you been doing a lot of self-development? You know, and it's interesting because I was talking about the envy of my sister, sort of, in a way. So I don't know whether in the past you've looked at somebody going, oh my God, why have they got the good job, or why have they got the good man and I haven't? You know, like, that's all about the self-love, and that. But you've done a lot of work on yourself. This is all about, and it's been a slow process. This is all about persistence and hard work on yourself. But it's your turn now. It's your turn to shine. Yeah, you are. So yeah, this is you, sweetie. It's a bit like nothing can bother you now, whereas maybe in the past it did, you know? So all that work that you've done on yourself about this transformation, it's actually happened. Okay, so just know, the universe knows. It's like a pat on your back. That's what I've got for you, sweetie. So keep it up. Keep it up. Okay, Vishu, let's do you. Here's your other card. Okay. Yeah, but that's life, isn't it? And that's how we don't get bored, and that's how we grow and we learn and we work out what we want and what we don't want, and, you know, and we can reflect back and we can sometimes share our experience with somebody else to help them grow, you know. Vishu. My pleasure, sweetie. Okay, Vishu. Welcome, welcome. Queen of Wands. I always look at her thinking of her as the little homemaker. She's social, she's determined, she's self-assured, she's passionate. So what have we got here for you? She's magical. What have I got here for you? What? I have a feeling here, don't allow someone to live in your head rent-free. Do you understand what that means? Hey, Mel. Like the ego. So I don't know whether someone's done something or said something, and it's like you're going over it in your mind. It's like, don't give them that, don't allow that to happen, you know? Okay, I don't know whether someone makes you feel like you're immature, you know, or puts you down that way, like, oh, you're so immature, like, oh, what do you know? Like, you know, there's a type of condescending attitude that goes with this card that I feel like somebody is making you feel that way because it makes them feel good, you know, like, well, oh, if I put her down, at least there's that song by Casey Musgrave. It's about biscuits or something, you know. Don't allow someone to, don't pee on someone else's lawn because it doesn't make your grass grow any greener, you know. So there's a definite, does this make sense? There's a feeling here of somebody making you feel insignificant, but yet you've got this beautiful magic and vibrancy and confidence and determination and social skills that perhaps they wish they had, you know. And look at this little black cat looking on. Yeah, at work I feel completely lit. Yeah, well, don't allow them to steal your light. You know, you've got the sunflowers there, which is happiness and shining and sun. You need to listen to that song. It's by Casey Musgrave, and it's about biscuits. I don't know the name of it, but it's about somebody. Yeah, just look at some of the songs. It's about somebody. Maybe you can quickly Google the lyrics and just say Casey Musgrave, making your grass green or something like that. It might pop up, but there's a definite feeling here about that, you know, like, so yeah, don't allow them to make your confidence diminish, because you've got this beautiful queen here. As I said, she's vibrant and magic, but yet you've got this bloody black cat there, you know, like, don't allow that person who's envious steal your happiness, steal your light, okay? Let them steal somebody else's. You know, but that's what I've got. So let's just see what the oracle card comes with this one. Vigie. Okay. Trust. And look, again, the sunflower. And, you know, you've got the 0, so that's all about starting. So, you know, just be mindful of somebody wanting to steal your light, you know. And again, we can set up our intentions before we start our day, even in a prayer, like, you know, dear God, thank you for surrounding me with your light and passion. Please allow everybody around me to talk to me with nice. And, you know, as I said, I'm reading the Psalms. Go and read some of the Psalms, Google them, and there's one video, how to put up with evil neighbour, you know, like with the Psalms. So just protect yourself in that way. And you can do that through meditation, okay? But that's what I've got for you today. Okay, who else would like, I think this might be my lucky last card, I'm sorry, but if you like a card, I'll just take the first name. I see. Ivo, welcome. Had some good readings tonight. My meditation must be working because we're back to doing it. Jay, yeah, you can have the last one. Okay, Jay, what do we got for you, buddy? And then we'll be back probably tomorrow. So just remember around this time, guys. Okay, Jay, what have I got for you, buddy? Somebody with a sharp tongue. I want them to come out. Okay. Renewal. Look, the cat's lying there. Health and happiness flow into your life. I feel like I should read that card, so we'll read that one in a minute. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's really honest, you know, like a very sharp tongue. They're very unbiased in their judgment. But they give us meaningful criticism. So what does this mean for you? Tomorrow. I'm just getting a bit tired now. Okay, I don't know whether you've got a girl around you, whether you date girls. Like, I mean, it can be a guy, but there's a feeling here of an attraction. See what I've got here. Queen of Swords. What have I got? Jay? Yeah, there's a feeling here of very sexual, you know, like, I didn't want to say it until I found out. There's a feeling here of a very sexual attraction, yeah, like to the point of, oh wow, you smell so nice. Like it's that physical attraction is very strong. I forgot what the card was underneath. What was it? Oh, health and happiness flows into your life. What have I got here? They're very honest. They're very unbiased. Like, they're quick. They could actually say, well, like we've spoken about this before in a card earlier tonight, but they could be very direct, you know? Wow, okay. Let me just... I've got to do 2 cards, I'm sorry, but I'm a bit of a sticky beak right now. Okay. I am a bit of a sticky beak. Yeah, I just feel like they're very direct. And we've got this family one, you know, happy family, legacy, establishment. But this is all about settling down. And I feel like this is at the right time for you. And I really want to reiterate for you, forget the past that's coming through. I just feel like it's time to write a new story. So I don't know what's happened in the past in your previous relationships, but I just feel like there's no necessity to bring that up again. So just say, for instance, you dated a girl or a guy and I don't know, they didn't like red shoes, I don't know. And it really affected you. There's a feeling here of don't allow that story to come into this relationship, you know, like, yeah, that's what I've got for you. So I hope that makes sense, but that's what I've got. So good luck with that one, but don't allow your story of what happened in the past to filter into your relationship now, you know. And it's interesting because we've got this horse looking at the other two, you know, like looking on. So it wouldn't surprise me that the person in the past would want to reconnect with you because they want to stick their nose in your relationship. So just be mindful about that as well, okay? Just be mindful of somebody perhaps being a bit of a sticky beak. So I feel like the relationship will work if you're both willing to work. There's success in here, there's security, there's dependability, there's tradition, you know. But that's what I've got. But guys, good night, everybody.